In this video, we're going to talk about adding Adsense to your website to make money. Adsense is one of my favorite ways to make money because once you set up a website, you don't have to do anything else. People will come and click on the ads and you'll make money. So we're back at our website. So I've logged in so that you can see what it looks like. We're going to go to the dashboard and we're going to go to Flexibility Theme Options. Flexibility has a place where they add what they call an upper or top feature. So as we log in here, we see top feature. Do we want to show this? I'm going to turn it on, save the changes. Okay, the little button says it's been saved. Let's go over and take a look and see what this does. Okay, you see that it added this section here. I'm going to show you how to change this to make this so that you can put an AdSense ad here. But first, what we want to do is to create our AdSense ads. So I'm going to come over here to my AdSense account and I'm going to add a new unit. Now you see I've got tons and tons of ads already made up because I use AdSense a lot. So let's add a new unit and we're going to call this Internet Income List ad, or let's call it top ad. This will make more sense to you in a minute. I've got all these choices of what I could do. For this particular one, and I'll explain as we go, I'm going to use what's called a link ad. Now, I can use any kind of color backgrounds I want. Over here in flexibility, we can see that the background color is going to be this number here. I'm going to copy this. I'm not going to change it. I could change it to a different color, but I'm going to copy it and I'm going to store it on just a WordPad so I can get to it later. So let's paste it in here. Alright. So I'm back to my AdSense. I want to use custom settings. For the border, I'm going to use that color. So let's just click it in there. For the background, I'm also going to use that same color. Now that doesn't show up very well. So let's make this something bright. So you can choose different colors here, or if you know the color choice, you can make it. Let's use red, or this lime green. So let's just save this for now. Well, let's save and get the code. So here's the code. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to move this over to my WordPad. So that's my first one. Now let's come here. And we're going to make another one. But I want to show you something. They do what's called heat mapping. This is the heat map of a Google search. So you see the red, this is where people look first. As the colors get closer to blue and black, they're not looking there as much. This is why you want to get your website to the top of Google. Let's take a look at another one. Again, they're looking right in this column here. They will come over here and read a little bit, but as they get further and further away, they look less. So basically, we want to get an ad right up here. Let me show you another thing. Most websites, when you look at them, they've got this bar right above the content. So when people want to go searching through your website, they look right above the content. So I want to place an ad here because when people have read a post down here, I want them to think about going to a different website page and clicking this. Every time they click this, you make money. So that was our little skinny ad. Let's make another ad. Now I've found that the skyscraper ads pull real good, so let's go internet. I can't type. Income sky. We're going to call this one a 160 by 600. And for the, let's look at my website again. This over here is a light gray. Let's take a look and see what that color is. So my sidebars, so give me the color here. Yeah, there's my sidebar box. Let's copy that. So when we make up this 160, I'm going to use that as the background. I'm going to use it as the border. Okay. This is not looking too bad. Let's just leave this just the way it is. So we're going to save and we're going to get the code. I'm going to copy this. Let's put this also on my WordPad so I can get it. Now we're going to make some changes to the website. So let's go ahead and copy this. Alright, let's go over here to my theme options. I'm going to go to appearance and I want to look at editor. This is where you can edit the website directly if you know what you're doing. I know from experience that all that type up here, okay, is located in a little file called feature.php. So let's open that up. And there's some things you can read here. This is the left side box, this is the right side box, right top, this is the lower featured side box. I don't need any of these. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to eliminate everything all the way down to here. Now, I've left the division class called feature box, and anytime you use an opening box, you need to close it. So you have to have these two here. This is all what's called CSS cascading style sheets, and this is tells your website how to put itself together. It's kind of an advanced technique. Just follow or bear with me on this. All you have to do is this. I'm going to put a space in there. I'm going to come back to my document. I copied this. I'm going to add it in here. And I'm going to update it and save it. Now it takes a while for Google to come up with these. But let's just see what the change looks like for now. There shouldn't be anything in the box because Google probably has not made my ad yet. Nope. But you see how much smaller it made it? My ad will show up right here. So while we're waiting, let's go add. Let's go back here. I'm going to put an ad in here. This is my sidebar. We're going to call what goes in here is done with widgets. So let's go back to my theme. Under appearance, I need to go to widgets. This is what's showing up in the sidebar. So to put an ad over there, I'm going to grab this box. I'm going to drag it up here. I'm going to put it right there. I don't think I'm going to give this a name. We could put a name in there if we wanted to. Let's go down to my WordPad. This is where I made the skyscraper. So let's grab this, put this in here. And we're going to drop this right in here. This will put in a skyscraper ad. All I have to do is save it. Now again, it's going to take Google a few minutes, usually less than a half an hour, to actually make that ad for me. Well, let's go over here and take a look and see what this has done. Okay, so it's made space for the skyscraper ad, which will fit right in here. I'm going to pause the video and I'll come back when we have the skyscraper done, when the ads are effective. Okay, it's been a few minutes. Let's go back and take a look at our website. Okay, I've refreshed it and you can see now I have my link ads showing up here with the funny green, and over here they've put ads in that box that I made. Now this box is set up so that it'll take either text ads or display ads, and Google will rotate them automatically. The Google software will go through and read my website and say, what's this website about, and put the proper ads in here, I don't have to do anything at all. So it's already decided that I'm doing stuff on internet. So it's put a nice GoDaddy ad in here. If I was to click that, or someone was to click that, I would make a few cents to maybe $1. If I click it, it's going to show up as a false click, like I'm trying to game the system, and they'll ban my account. So never ever click your own ads. Now, we talked about the heat map before. Over here, people really don't look, so I would really like to have this column, this sidebar, on this side. So let me show you how you do that. We're going to go back to my flexibility theme options, and again, CSS cascading style sheets is the computer code that tells the website how to set up. So what I'm going to do here is there is a box for adding custom CSS code. When you put something down here, it will override the basic CSS code. I've been playing around with this for a while, and I know if I put this code in there, it'll move that sidebar. So let's take a look. You might want to copy this code down, put it in a place where you can find it. I'll put it over in the resource section. So let's save it. We're going to come back to the website. I'm going to do a refresh. And there you see, now it's moved it. It's moved it to the other side. If I had a post or a page in here, it would still show up here. I haven't done my home page yet, so you don't see anything there. Everything's still the same. Now here's a little thing that bugs me. You see how this has got the solid background? The ad's got the solid background, but this part has that etched background, or that. So let's change that too. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back up to the top feature. It's only going to show up, well, no, I want it to show up on every page. Okay. And am I going to use a shadow image? That's what's creating that hex mark stuff back there. So let's take that out. Let's save the changes. And let's go back and take a look and see if that worked. So we're going to go back to the website. You can see it still has the hexing in the background. There, it's gone. Looks like it fits in there.